Hey, what's going on, Fragrance family? This is Tyler Simply Fragrances, and today I'm giving you a tag video. That's right, I was tagged with my boy Melly Mel over at Melly Mel Shave, so really do appreciate that. These are going to be the top 5 gym fragrances. So if you want to see what fragrances I picked, be sure and keep it right here. Alright guys, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Tyler and this is my channel Simply Fragrances, where we talk everything fragrance related. If this is your first time, welcome. You are not part of the fragrance family. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love and support you've shown. So, like I said, I got tagged by my boy Mel over at Melly Mel Shaves. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate this. So I'll be tagging some people towards the end, so stick around for that. But this is going to be the top 5 gym fragrances in my collection. Now, a little bit of a I guess a caveat, if you will.
I don't really go to the gym, so I mean, you know what I mean.
But I do plan on doing that at some point. So you know, hopefully this year I'll find some time. Like, not gonna lie, guys, my life is actually pretty hectic right now. With, you know, between trying to do a fragrance channel, run my own business, be a husband. I have, you know, my band. We're putting out our first you know, CD, our album, and it's just been a lot of stuff going on. So you know, going to the gym would add one more thing to that, but I definitely do need to
put on a couple pounds, so
definitely need to be hitting the treadmill at some point. But anyways, enough about that. I'm going to give you what I would think would be, you know, some great fragrances to wear to the gym. I don't really have a dog in the fight right now, but whenever I start going, these will probably be the ones that I would reach for. So let's go ahead and get into the first fragrance. All right, guys, so getting into the first fragrance, whenever I think of a gym scent, I want something super light, very fresh, inoffensive, because not gonna lie, even whenever I did go to the gym, I used to work out all the time back in high school, and then even up into, you know, a couple years outside of high school, I was in the gym pretty regular, but I never really wore anything because I didn't want anything to, you know, just in my face or being too clawing or anything like that. But I think that these fragrances are gonna do just fine. So the first one, guys, I'm actually the face for this fragrance. Whenever you think of Simply Fragrances, a lot of people think of this fragrance, or vice versa. When they think of this fragrance, they think of Simply Fragrances. What am I talking about, guys? Coming from the house of Mont Blanc, this is Mont Blanc Starwalker. This stuff, man, what a gym dandy this stuff is. Such an inexpensive gym, no pun intended. This stuff is absolutely phenomenal, guys. Very citrusy, very clean, fresh. It's got this bamboo note up top. It's got the citruses up top, but it does have this kind of, you know, white musk undertone that kind of gives it this woody presence, but nothing crazy, guys. This is super light, super inoffensive, and yeah, it's discontinued, which that sucks, but it is still readily available. You can find it all day long, discounted sites, rack stores, places like that for 25 to 30 bucks, guys. So you really can't go wrong. Super clean, super fresh. Mont Blanc Starwalker. So the next fragrance on the list, guys, this stuff, I absolutely love it. It's so inoffensive. Anyone can wear it. I do think it's a unisex fragrance. It's such an amazing fragrance, guys. So light, so airy. It just makes you think of just tropical days, honestly. It just makes you think of a nice summer day out on the beach. It's just so inoffensive, guys. What am I talking about? Coming from the house of Calvin Klein, this is CK1, and this is Summer. Or I think it's summer. Yeah, summer. Okay. There's summer and summertime, but man, guys, this stuff is so amazing. Very light, fresh, but it's not listed on here, and maybe I'm the only one. Not like a super huge banana note, but there is some kind of facet that reminds me of some sort of banana in here. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just so light and fresh, very invigorating, almost kind of effervescent, almost kind of bubbly, if you will. It's just such a good fragrance, guys. So light, fresh. It really, I don't think anyone would wear this or smell this and be offended. And you know, when you're at the gym, you don't want to, you know, put too much on for yourself, but also the people around you. No one wants to, you know, smell, this big, thick, rich, woody, oody, heavy, kind of fragrance when they're working out. But if you wear this, I don't think anyone else around you is going to be offended either, guys. This stuff, so light, so fresh, 15 to 20 bucks all day long at the rack store. So definitely recommend picking up if you don't have it, especially going into the spring and summer months, guys. Calvin Klein CK1 Summer. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on the list, shout out to my boy Chris from the Fragtastic Mr. Fox. He was telling me about this, and I've known about it for a while, but finally pulled the trigger just because I saw it. It was like 20 bucks. I was like, yep, I got to do it. Very, very light, fresh, and offensive. It kind of has that Invictus Aqua DNA with a little bit of a twist. What am I talking about, guys? From Hollister, this is Hollister Wave 2. And like I said, this is just a very inoffensive, cheap fragrance, and it's kind of synthetic in the opening, not gonna lie, but realistically, guys, for a Hollister style fragrance, it's pretty darn good. Like I said, it has that Invictus Aqua vibe to it, but it has a little bit of a different twist in the opening. It's just a little bit more citrusy, a little bit more fruity, if you will, not quite as of a blue style fragrance. Now, Invictus Aqua, it's not technically a blue style fragrance, very light and crisp, but there is a kind of a spicy note to it in the dry down off of my skin. It doesn't really have that. There's a tiny bit of a spice, but not quite as much. It's just very light, fresh, inoffensive. You can spray it like 30 times. You're not going to offend anyone. You're not going to be putting too much on for yourself. And it just smells clean. Whenever you're working out, you want to smell clean. This is also a really great after the gym, you shower up, put, new clothes on. This would be something to really reach for. Very inoffensive, guys. Hollister Wave 2. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on the list, I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could find a niche fragrance to put on. Now, when you think of niche, sometimes you think of more complex or more artistic fragrances. And this one, it's not that it's not, but it's just so darn good. Like, it's amazing, very light, inoffensive. I don't see how anyone would be offended by it, guys. Coming from the house of Zaharoff, this is Signature Citrine. Now, for some reason, this is kind of polarizing. I don't know why. I love this scent, guys. Absolutely adore this scent. In fact, I have, this is my backup bottle. My first bottle's up there, and it's an amazing fragrance, guys. Super light, crisp, citrusy. It's got this tangerine note in here. In fact, the green cap kind of signifies just like, you're picking a fruit right off of the tree and you get the little leaf goes on along with it, guys. Absolutely sublime. Absolutely love this fragrance, guys. So light and crisp, refreshing. This one also kind of has this effervescent, almost kind of bubbly vibe to it. Very unisex. This is definitely not meant for a guy or a girl. It's just, whoop, there you go, almost dropped the cap. It is just so inoffensive, guys. I don't see anyone really having a problem with this one. Very unisex, doesn't lean masculine or feminine. Like I said, it's just right down the middle, guys. Absolutely phenomenal fragrance, guys, coming from the house of Zaharoff. This is Signature Citrine. Last fragrance on the list. Thank you so much for watching. Do appreciate that. I wanted to go with something that doesn't really get a lot of talk. No one really mentions it anymore. Just wanted to show this one some love because this is one of my favorite cheapies, especially for the summer and springtime. And if I was going to the gym, this would definitely be something that I would want to reach for, guys. Coming from the house of Nautica, this is Nautica Life. Now, you can see I've put quite a bit of a dent into this, guys, because it's so good. It's fresh, it's citrusy, but it's got this blue kind of vibe to it. Don't think of, like Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel, but there's a bit of a shower gel style vibe to it, but nothing that's going to be too, thick or clawing or anything like that. Very, very inoffensive. Guys, this stuff is like 15 to 20 bucks. You really can't go wrong with it. Very, very cheap. It's just a great gym scent. Whenever I think of the gym, pump and iron, I don't know if they still say that. That's what they used to say back when I was in high school. But when you're working out, getting into shape, doing whatever you want something that's not going to offend you or anybody else. This is definitely one to reach for. Just very, very citrusy. Like I said, it does kind of have a blue shower gel vibe to it, but so inoffensive, guys. Love this stuff. And honestly, for a lighter fragrance, you can spray this, 10, 12, 14 times. You're not going to offend anybody. And it does have some longevity to it. So I would recommend, wearing it to the gym, and then after you shower, just like with some of the others, reapply this, and you're going to be smelling clean and fresh, and you're going to have a great workout ahead of you, or actually behind you. This stuff, absolutely amazing, guys. Nautica Life. Had to make this. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate Mel tagging me in this. So now I've got to tag some people. You know, I've seen this kind of going around, so I don't want to tag too many people, but I'm going to tag a couple. So I'm going to tag my boy Jeremy from the House of Colossus. You are tagged. I'm going to tag Tyrone from BroSense. You're tagged. I'm going to tag, you might have done this. I don't know. I'll reach out to you. And if you haven't, feel free to do it. If not, no big deal. But I'm going to tag Mark from Aussie Fragrances because I know that he goes to the gym pretty regular. So I'd like to see what he got in his lineup, and then I'll probably just leave it as an open tag from there. So if you see this, I didn't, you know, specifically tag you in your channel, feel free to do this. I would really like to see what you guys got. So again, thanks to my boy Mel for tagging me. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Be sure and comment down below what you thought of the list. Would some of these make your fragrance list? If not, which ones would you choose? And so anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to catch you in the comment section. I'm also going to catch you on the next video. And remember, if you love it, wear it.